Hey everybody, it's Anthony from ComicsEatingUp.net. I'm a little bit late in doing this video. I was out tonight, hit up my honey hole. I can always find anything that I need or want, usually at cover price, at this shop. Went over there because I picked up the Gasolina ash can. He always holds the Image one per stores, and usually every one per store for me. So this was kind of a freebie that he threw in. But the reason that I'm doing this video tonight is because he got in the Image Comics 25th anniversary box, and if you look, it was priced at $175. So I hemmed and hawed and thought about it, and I said, you know what? For 175 bucks, that's $7 per issue. There's 25 comics in there. I'll go ahead and take the chance on it. But I did. It did take me a while, and some people said yes, do it, and some people said no, don't do it. So I'm actually going to unbox the Image 25th anniversary box tonight. So let's do it. Let's tear up this outer cardboard, or the outer plastic wrapper to get through the cardboard box. He only got one of them in. He said he ordered a couple, but only one of them came in. And now, each of these 25 comics that are inside are individually wrapped. Oh, there's some tape there on the bottom, so let's get that open. Of course, I didn't bring my knife with me. I don't have a straight edge or anything down here. Alright, so we pop that. And there's probably one at the top. Well, it doesn't even matter because we were able to open it right up that way. So each one of the Image comics inside is individually wrapped, so I'm going to go through all 25 comics that I got. Let's do the first one, and I'm hoping for Walking Dead. So my rationale behind it was it's 175 bucks. There's 25 comics. That works out to be $7 a comic at that price. So I figured, what the hell? I'd go ahead. I figured I could get $7 per comic for each of them. And first up is a Color God Country #1. So we'll set that aside. Move on to the second issue. These bags are really easy to open up, and they just tear right along the seam. I'm thinking that I'll feel if I got one of the sketch covers or something, because the blank sketches should be a little bit stiffer. These are very flimsy. There's no bag and board inside or anything like that. It's just the bag, then the comic. So Curse Words #1 is the next one up, and that's the color. On to comic #3. I'm not going to count these down because I guarantee that at 1 a.m. I'm not going to remember what number I'm on. Alright. So the third comic out of the box is a Black and White Sun Bakery #1. So we're 3 issues into the 25. And along with the black and white, I also got the color. So the fourth comic out of the box is a Sun Bakery Color #1. On to #5, I believe this is. Like I said, I'll lose count here. So the fifth comic is a Royal City #1. Nothing super spectacular. One black and white, all colors so far. No sketches, no Walking Dead. But that's the risk you take. I do love blind boxes. I love taking the gamble on the blind boxes. Alright. The sixth comic out of it is Redneck #1. That's the color version. That's a great book. I do love Redneck. Now, so if I were to turn these over to get my money back, $7 a copy is what it's going to cost, or you know what I'm going to require me to sell them at. So if I list these at $7 a copy, I guarantee at auction I'll get at least $7. I'll get my money back, and I guarantee a little bit more. Eternal Empire #1. I think that's Joshua Luna's new book. I do like Joshua Luna. For a long time, I've liked his work. The Luna Brothers, in particular, have done some great stuff. So I think this is number 8. Not overly wowed by what I've gotten so far, but that's okay. A lot of guys on Facebook said, do it, do it, do it, when I said I found one for 175 bucks. Girl Scouts number 1. I do love Jim Mayfood. His artwork is incredible. If you haven't checked out any of his earlier stuff, definitely check out Jim Mayfood's work. And I think I'm getting, so far, all colors. The Divided States of Hysteria number 1. Don't really care for the book at all. I haven't really picked it up, but I love Howard Chaykin's work, but this book just doesn't really appeal to me. So let's see, we've gone through, and we're probably about halfway there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 16 more books to go, hoping that the bottom of the box gets better, because so far I'm not overly wowed, but I guarantee if I threw these up at $7 a pop, I'll get $7 for them, like I said. Next out of the bag is a black and white Rock Candy Mountain number 1. This was actually a really good read. I really did enjoy the first issue. Not $175 worth enjoyed it, but definitely enjoyed it. Ooh, this one's not opening. Hopefully that's a good omen. Let's try from the other end. This one definitely does not want to open up. The other ones have opened up like really easy. And now, when I bought the box, I had made a joke that I said I guarantee that every comic in it is going to be Rock Candy Mountain number 1. That even though I enjoyed it, or Divided States of Hysteria number 1. So even though I enjoyed Rock Candy Mountain, like I said, not $175 enjoyed it. But, man, this bag is really not cooperating with me. But anyway, so Rock Candy Mountain number 1, color. Let's move on to the next one. Another book that I really enjoy is The Old Guard number 1. That's the color. I bet I probably get the black and white one up next, because that's the way it seems to go. They seem to pull comics in pairs. Nope, and I was wrong. This time is Regression number 1. So, again, let's see how we're doing. We got 1. Let's flip this out. Oh, I still have a stack of them. I mean, there's still a stack of books left. I'm trying to feel if anything feels thicker than the others. It's really hard to tell. So, we'll just keep going along, just trucking along here. This is going to be a long unboxing video. I do apologize. Next out of the box is Extremity number 1. Again, the color. It's not looking good for me, guys. Next up, Packless number 1. So, yeah, hopefully there's something good down the line. We'll find out. Now, this is disappointing. I haven't hit a duplicate yet of any of the comics. I just pulled a Packless number 1 color, and I just pulled another Packless number 1 color. Packless is probably the one book, more than any of the other books, that I really don't care for. I just could care less about the book. Not to be rude or anything to the creative team, it just doesn't interest me. So, That would be the one that I get the dupes of. Couldn't be the Walking Dead Harrison Egan #1. But moving on. I think I'm just getting all the comments. Youngblood #1 color. Just another common. But we still have a ton of books to go, so that's okay. And the next up is a Rose #1 color. Again, I feel like I'm just getting all the comments here, but that's okay. Could be something great at the end. But again, for 175 bucks, you never know. So, I had just pulled one of these a moment ago. So this is the second duplicate that I've got. 2 Youngblood #1 colors. I got 2 Packless #1 colors. I think the Skybound box is conspiring against me. Or not Skybound, I apologize to Skybound. The Image box is conspiring against me. And now, I just showed you the Youngblood and the Packless #1 duplicates. I also got duplicates of Rose #1 color. So this has turned out to be, I don't want to say disappointing, but it's not going the way I had hoped it would. I think I got the last box. I guarantee I got box number 1992 because the third one in a row is Rose #1 color. So that is 3 Rose #1 color variants out of the same box. That is disappointing. But that's okay, we're still trucking along. Next out, plastic #1, that's the black and white. These are all going to be immediately bagged and boarded and put up on eBay most likely. Plastic #1 color. I am down to 1, 2, 3 bags left. 3 bags out of the pack left. So let's keep going. Hopefully no more Rose #1. Now, this is just not cool. Plastic #1 color. So that's 2 plastic, 3 Rose, 2 Packless. So there's quite a bit of duplication in this box. I love this book. Few #1. I don't love it. $175 worth. Love it. So I am down to the last one. I've gone through 25 packs. Out of that 25 packs, I got 2 Packless, 3 3 Rose, and 2 plastic. So I've gotten 7 total duplicate books. And the last book out of my blind box is another Few color. So, out of the books, I've gotten 9 duplicates, essentially, 9 of the same issues. So anyway, didn't turn out the way I hoped, but that's the risk you take. So make sure to check out my eBay because you'll see copies of these for sale. It's Anthony from ComicsHeatingUp.net. Thanks for watching.